You are welcome to JPark TV. My name is Jacobson Park. JPark TV will be bringing you in-depth discussion. The conversation will be around politics, sports, lifestyle, business, as well as entertainment. We hope to keep you up to speed with happenings around the country. Not forgetting that you also are part of the conversation, because you have opportunity of also throwing your comments when we bring you the talking points and the highlights of what the conversation is all about. You can also subscribe to us on JPark TV 10 on YouTube, or follow us on our Facebook page, JPark TV. It's never a dull moment, because the discussions are always captivating. The discussion will take you to the edge of the cliff, because it's always a no hold back discussion. The main actors will always be with us: the politicians, the businessmen, the entrepreneurs, even the common men. It's all about getting it right and the way forward. The way forward is for you to always join us every Monday by 12 noon, when we bring you those conversations that you always want on JPark TV. Always join us. You always enjoy being with us on JPark TV. Good day. You're welcome to JPark TV podcasts. My name is Jacobson Park. It's a pleasure joining us from any part of the world you are watching us from. It's going to be quite an interesting conversation today, as we'll have the opportunity of discussing intensively with a politician, a businessman, a former youth activist, and a very strong voice from the Niger Delta Region in Nigeria. Permit me to welcome to the podcast today Engineer Udengs Eradiri, two-time commissioner in Bayelsa State, one-time IYC president, and a gubernatorial candidate for governorship in Bayelsa State. Engineer Udengs, welcome. It's a pleasure. How's it like being with you?
Well, how will I say? I've been going back to be myself, Udengs Eradiri, as a fellow of the Society of Engineers. You know, my first address is engineering. So when politics does not work, I quickly go back to my business because that's where I pay my bills. And so I've been busy.
Wow.
Trying to recoup and reorganize myself after the battering, because they beat me well for the election. And, our people show me pepper, because you think that the people actually need leadership. No, they're after money. I was fooled. So I haven't realized myself. I said, make I go also now.
It seems that election took a lot out of you.
Yes, it did.
Both fiscally and financially.
Yeah, because, you know, the situation in Nigeria, especially in my state, Bayelsa, it is only former governors or governors who have money. The system is so impoverished that you hardly find people, businessmen, who strive to the point where they can get up to challenge leadership. It's difficult. So if you see ills and you get worried, you must now commit yourself to try to raise your head. It's not an easy task. For me, from my small hustling, engineering hustling, to come and contest with a government where the resources just come, they just dip their hand and use public funds to do elections. It's not easy.
Do you think it was a wrong timing for you?
No, it wasn't a wrong timing. It wasn't. Because in Bayelsa State, we do rotational politics. So at the time, it was in the center. I only felt that maybe it could have been wrong, because people think that, no, when somebody do one term, he must do second term. Somebody is failing in one term, must he do second term? So that's the point I was trying to. But you have this Nigerian politics where it's not about performance, it's about my turn. It's about ethnicity. It's about chronism. And partymanism. So all these factors will come together and you will be at the disadvantage. So I was at the
When you say partymanism, could you say that the Labour Party you contested on, you should have
seek for the bigger party?
No,
because Bayelsa Labour Party was not really that on ground.
I was in the APC. You see, there are people who think that leadership is just for them alone. I am not that young man who allow people to just cap his future. Say, no, we're going to wait first. All those who have been governors, except the current governor in Bayelsa, were below 45 years. I was 47 when I was contesting. But you know, when you go to leaders in the party, they say, say, I don't do this thing before, leave them for me. But when you were younger than me, you had your time. Allow me in my prime. And they say, no. I say, okay. I'm not the type who you cap my future, no. I say, I go test them. And fortunately for me, the Labour Party was like a party I had been in 2010 when I contested for House of Reps, 2010, 11. It's the same thing. They say, no, we don't agree saying that this person don't get capacity. Why you go be the person? I want it. And they say, no. I say, okay, I go test. So I'd run under the Labour Party before. So I felt that because at that time we did extensive campaign and people already knew Papa Mama Pikin, to be easy to. So I went through the rigors of participating through the Labour Party, which I was fooled again. Because I thought that all these capacity, competence, all those things, I thought it was meaningful. It was just meaningless. It was just a platform to deceive Nigerians and see how they can also challenge their cronies who didn't give them space. So me, if I tried to go and take space, it did not work. Because
so who deceived you? Your party?
No, the party. The party wasn't what I thought. What the leaders of the party were professing in public was totally different from what the internal was. So internally, I saw the rotten nakedness of the Nigerian political scenario as they said they were coming to rescue in the same party. And that also didn't help me because I found myself all by myself running around, campaigning, you call party members, they want you to pay them money to go to campaign with you and all those kind of things that for me we don't get. We are going to bigger party. The small way I get, make I bring and come share inside party first.
Wow. When
we have a bigger battle to fight. You know, people don't.
And your campaign was self-funded?
Yes, self-funded. And then
the party at the center?
No, let's leave the party a beg. The party is owing me. They are owing me self. They are owing me money. I bought form more expensive than every other person. So my problem started from the day one that I joined the party. While I was buying form 25 million, others bought 15 million. Government bought, me and government bought the same price. Government of Bayelsa bought 100 million naira worth of forms, 25 million for 4 candidates, and shared the forms. And even when I called the party to say, this is government, even with evidence, bank transactions, well, yeah,
they were happy, they were
interested money. In the money. So I had to go through that process because I knew what I was facing, and I did everything possible to win that primaries. And government spent money. I showed to them the party was not serious about it. So because I knew what I was up against, I now did what was necessary, engage the people, put extra effort. Because you see these people there, when there is a proper engagement, you get some results. I got the result because of engagement of the delegates.
Okay.
You know, at that point, it was easy to talk to their conscience. And then the people that they shared the forms for were waiting for government money. On that day, they'll come and share money. So it was obvious that this won't go anywhere.
They were to distract you.
Yeah. So I was able to be there. But that one now remove small from the things where they managed to take, do the bigger thing.
Okay.
And then the politics of party chairman being an appointee of government, the Labour Party ESCO, were all working in Bayelsa State government or patronized by Bayelsa State government. So I started seeing when the pressures for me to step down failed, then the internal mechanism to pull the rug from my feet started. And it was not easy. But I was able to navigate it. I just get focused that, look, these guys will always play. I want to hit this election. Let me see what the electorate thinks. Well, unfortunately, the electorate they wanted money. I remember a case on the election day where some group of boys came to me and say, but we'll never see your money, so we'll not go vote. I was so
Was it your own community?
Yes.
Wow.
And I say, money, because it was buying and selling. It was, we were in a marketplace. I said, money, one, I'm not unemployed. And those are my words to them. I'm not unemployed. Now you graduate 4 or 5 years when you get work. I'm not unemployed. I will not use the schools that you do not have teachers. I will not use the hospital that you don't have doctors. The day I become a governor, I have mortgaged my sanity for you. I won't see my children. I'm a family person. I love my children. I love my wife. My wife's still young, fine, well now. So I need to also be keeping up my duties as a man and a father. I will lose all that luxury to leadership. This thing about governorship is not easy. This thing you are seeing, so the problem too much. It's just that probably because he never faced heat before, he cannot balance the pressures with the work. That's why sometimes they get carried away. We have been in unionism, they banter like this, they come. The pressure is so. So I will mortgage all this for you and still pay you for it. Don't vote for me. I don't need that vote. And that's why when the election came and the results came the way it came, oh, but I just said, okay, no problem. I don't force myself on the people. Let me go and focus on myself and enjoy
your life. Now, what did you you tried? You transferred the length and breadth of Bayelsa State.
Yes, I went everywhere.
Talking to people. If there's anything you've learned, what did this experience really teach you?
The nakedness of neglect and poverty in Bayelsa. Nakedness of neglect. When you say government, there is no government once you pass the 4 walls of Yenegua. Government not exist. The schools, the hospitals, healthcare, there's no, apart from, it's only in the whole of Bayelsa, it's only brass that have brown water, public water, but the water is dirty, it's brown. Only brass in the whole of Bayelsa that tap still, you can open tap in your kitchen and it will flow. But it's brown water because the infrastructure is no longer giving the kind of attention that it should be given
for treating the water.
For treating the water. Only brass, not even Yenegua. Only brass. You don't want to know.
Wow.
So I went to communities where there were no roads. No road. They have not even seen road. You need to be on the bike in the bush path. My brother, look, Bayelsa is in a mess. And I thought that leadership, and then you see the wealth. So we can comfortably start sugarcane plantation. You heard Donald Trump telling Coca-Cola to go back to sugarcane. You see that there is value in sugarcane. Sugarcane is growing untamed in southern Niger. Untamed. Brazil did $86 billion in 2018 with sugarcane alone. $86 billion. Sugarcane is growing untamed in southern Niger. That outside people just go there, cut it, and put it in wheelbarrow and come and be selling. So if you gather southern Niger women and say, I need 1 acre of sugarcane, I know say some of them, I never see 1 million naira before, I will give you 1 million. You will not even use machines. Women will go into massive agriculture. And what's that money to these wastages that we see every day? Just inspire. In Sampo, where the governor comes from, as you come out, drive out of Sampo, the biggest yams in Nigeria are produced in Sampo.
Wow.
Very soon they will start now. The floods are coming now. They will start harvesting. Yams, potatoes, vegetables. As you drive out of Sampo, you see those women there on those bridges.
On those bridges, yeah.
You will see trucks coming from all parts of Nigeria loading yams for the next 1.5 months. Once the harvest starts, daily till night. No Ministry of Agriculture engages them. I'm sure the governor just stops to buy yam. He has not even said, what are you guys doing here? How are you doing it? How can I make this thing bigger? Can I expand this place? Bring in, gather our women and say, look, we're gonna go there, go join those women. Provide these resources for them. Set up the networks to monitor the process. And during harvest, the Ministry of Agri is already there. As we are selling, we collect our percentage. No. There is, with agriculture alone, we can turn our economy around. There's a facility in Eradiri, 60,000 ton cassava processing facility. There's no deliberate cassava plantation in Eradiri or in these environments to service the facility. We're not serious. So I can go on.
Are you ready to go that journey again?
Well, for now, I can't say because we do rotational leadership. And so,
but some are saying that this rotational leadership is one of the problems we are having, in the sense that why can't we look for leaders from every part that we know is ready at every given point?
They will say they will say that now when it gets to the electoral process. The dynamics on the ground reflect this rotation. And those things will work against you. It worked against me. I saw it. Some people say, now we Central won't finish down. Maybe they just allow the AG finish, make it go. As against performance and competence.
But you were also from Bayelsa Central.
That's what I'm saying now. Me, I say no. That, look, I can do this job better. Why give me the opportunity now? The gladiator leaders, including former president and leaders, say no. May they allow the Eradiri just finish go so that I go reach our turn.
Wow.
So this rotational thing, forget all the rhetorics they are making just to heat up the political scenario so that people can be patronized. In the real terms, on the ground politics, the people will say, na that side. That's why if you get up from another senatorial district, say you want to contest for that governorship, the odds will be against you from the day one.
Okay. You've gone back to the APC again. Why not? You served, you were once in PDP, you obnob with the APC, you went to Labour Party, and you are now back with APC. Udengs, what do you define?
I define platform. I define platform. In Nigeria, they're ideologies. They're not ideologies. I just told you that I'm not a man who you cap my future. That's why they say I won't do something. They say no. They go pick somebody where you know say this one no go fit do this work. And you say, but this thing, I remember when I was to contest the House of Rep, I was in PDP now. I went to the governor, I said, look, I'm just coming from the IYC as Secretary General. I have proven myself. I have been engaged. The amnesty, I worked with you. You can see the results. I beg. I think that the National Assembly, they're not discussing our issues. And all the things we are saying is politics that can solve the problem. It's not the agitation on the street. They say, no, we have decided who will go. And the person who won't go, clearly has no understanding. Don't even care. So somebody sits at home, you just go gather and say, come do. And why are we complaining today? We are the ones that are creating the problems. This SIM matter, when it got to the National Assembly, the people who voted in support were even the Niger Delta, all the Udengs they were shouting here. The people they sent to the National Assembly, apart from Dixie, all voted for
the emergency.
After we Udengs is anti-Ujo because I said it was a political issue. Don't ethnicize it. The people in the National Assembly that, if we had people who understood the reason for that place and not political patronage, would have stood there and done the lobbying and say, no, this thing no go work. Their voices would have been heard because they are from the area. It's easy to talk about bravado when the chips are down. Our people
Who is ready to
don't-
rise above the water?
Oh my God. They are talking about state creation. Me, I don't believe in state creation.
Okay, we'll
because I
get
know-
there. We'll get
Okay.
there.
So,
John Denks,
these
so
were the
that's why I say,
issues.
okay, you.
These were the
Are you happy with the APC setup?
see, is it about the setup? I don't want to get involved in the setup.
You must get involved. You
No,
know why?
no, listen.
From the state
from the
front,
day one,
you knew how.
from the day one, I don't get involved in party leadership issues.
So you're looking for a platform.
See, am I contesting? I'm not contesting. I'm not contesting. Even if I was contesting, I don't get involved in the leader because Bayelsa is a very funny place where you see black, you are calling it white. Some people just wake up and start to challenge Silva. The time Silva was leading the party, spending his money, they don't, you know, hear them. Oh. Just get upset because you have one position. Nah, like you begin to challenge leadership when there are mutual. Some of this leadership, are you not seeing the vacuum created? You see clearly that it is the Silva that is in charge of the party over time. Time has a way of showing these things because these things get a mechanism where they work. I don't want to get involved because once I get involved, I know.
Well, Denks is always known to be a vocal and truthful.
That's what I'm saying now.
So when you don't speak out, how?
When you say I don't speak out, not be me and you they talk now.
No. What I mean?
Yes,
what people
in
want to know is
that party.
Now, for example, the party will soon be going into the national.
Yes, which I will participate.
Which you participate
Yeah.
now. You just spoke about leadership tussle from the home front.
Yeah.
Don't you think that matter should be resolved before going into the next election?
Yes, I agree. Look, I think it has to be resolved, and time has a way of also playing its role in some of these things. I just came in. If I start jumping into next thing, they go begin throw stone, dagger. I know they struggle leadership with anybody.
Stick under the wash first.
But in the party that I have joined, I'm coming to add value. I don't want to be part of the problem. Because some of the people who are making this problem, they didn't just tire me, true to God. Because if you put Silva on the table, the value that Silva has brought and added to Bayelsa State, all these people talking cannot add 1/10. But every day, they keep challenging. But him too, he makes mistakes. At the end of the day, we go pick people we no get and expect that they will continue to be loyal to him tomorrow. So, him too is causing the problem for himself. Okay. He will leave people who are loyal and have worked with him, which he will decipher and say, okay, this one gets some value to add to this. He'll be listening to street urchins because they will come make like, no, do that. I've had my own encounter and I know what I'm saying. Okay. So you start making decisions based on waiting some street boys, they talk for corner. Those things eventually end up to creating these people who are not supposed to challenging Silva. People who were nobody that he brought up by himself are beginning to challenge him today. Now in the cause sometimes. So when you see some of these things, you try to not to be identified as any of the blocks. I am very fortunate. I worked with Silva as the #1 youth in Bayelsa. I worked with Dixon as the #1 youth in Bayelsa. 2 governors I served in Bayelsa as youth leader. I know the value and contribution of each one of them. And I will not at any point challenge or disrespect them. No, they are level too high for me to go and be doing that. Even aside from that, the positions they have held, it's like you see Eradiri today. I respect him. I've never abused Eradiri. They should go and bring it anywhere. The only word I have used is incompetence. Incompetence is not an abuse. It's a process you have seen happen. Severally, in leadership, if you don't take the right decisions on a frequent basis, you are termed incompetent. It's not be abused.
Right? Some supporters may not look at it.
That's their business. The truth is that I have used that word to express his kind of leadership. And if you were to receive tractors from an industrialized nation to support agriculture you have been talking about. And the day you are to receive it, these people come with their entourage, with their tractor to hand over to you. These tractors were left Europe, Asia, spent months on sea and in the port. So you had ample time to clear a vast land for your demonstration. You didn't do it. You waited. When the tractors came, you went to school to land, front of school to land, less than 2 plots of land to receive a mechanical equipment. There's no level of incompetence that is worse than that. In front of Oyubo, you are receiving tractor. That is a mechanical equipment meant to clear vast expanse of land in 2 plots of land in front of school to land. Omo, it is the highest level of disgrace.
So could just be a demonstration now. Maybe the
no, that's what I'm saying now.
Bigger plan is there.
That's why I told you that you discussed agriculture for them to say we are going to support you and donate to you on so day. So you had ample time to clear vast land. Even if you didn't have land, I know that they were doing rice something in Sampo as your antibody. Vast land. You didn't take the tractors to receive them there. You received it in front of school to land. No, Yibo. I have traveled the world. I have watched news. I've seen all these kind of demonstrations. Go to YouTube and ask for demonstration. Nowhere in the world would you take tractors.
But don't you think the government is trying to reshape the agricultural sector now? Recently calling on these local government chairman to pick 2-3 areas where they have competitive advantage.
Well, for me, I think that it's long overdue. I've been on this from the day one, that I don't see why so much resources will be coming to the state, meant for local government. The state, it gets into the states. I hear the local government gets a paltry, sometimes 30 million out of that money. I expect that if you get that kind of money on behalf of the local government, the money should be plowed into agriculture, and other areas that will practically affect the lives of the people. So yes, the governor is good that he has. I read that just yesterday, which I'm excited about, but I think that is still coming late, but better late than never. Again, implementation. How are we going to go about it? Because I know that government sometimes makes statements because they don't set the machinery to follow it up to a logical conclusion. The statements die on the table of the governor as it has been made. Otherwise, we are going to harvest season in our kind of agriculture. The floods have started. If you are giving them that marching order now, some of them cannot even enter the land this time. I was expecting this to happen around the December period where it is preparation for planting, so you are supervising them. After now, the team will go into cooler. So I use this opportunity to also call on the governor. This statement they have made, please follow it to a logical conclusion, because the Eradiri cassava facility is there, moribund. There is no government engineered agricultural program to produce cassava in its numbers to service that facility so that we can export or service the need for starch in the Nigerian economy. That was the reason why Governor Dixon looked at that facility. He was always talking about the starch that will be exporting and also servicing the vacuum in Nigeria. So if the Idris administration had come in and met a completed facility and did not now gear to producing the raw material through agricultural statements like this that he has just made to say Sepama local government must go into massive cassava production. This money that is coming, everybody go and buy excavator bulldozer. Every local government, buy your excavator, buy your bulldozer. So as their money is coming, the money is coming to your hand. You are supervising it. How much is a brand new excavator today? You are talking about maybe 200 million. But I don't even subscribe to a new one because they are electronic machines that we cannot manage. Okay. Just as the Dixon administration bought bulldozers, excavators, but they bought electronic machines, so they didn't last. So you go to Europe, you call people who know. We source for hydraulic manual machines so that every roadside mechanic can help them. So on the long run, you can see value for your money. That statement must go with, we are buying bulldozers, excavators to start clearing 1 acre of land from this time. That is the kind of statement that I think should back the declaration that the governor has just made. Because there have been so many statements like this that don't see the light of the day.
Some will allude to that fact that some time ago the governor talked about 8 billion cassava agricultural loan, and even asked the commissioner for agri to compile a list of all government appointee and others that collected that loan till today.
That's what I'm saying, that the statement for local governments to go into agriculture has not come with a clear-cut
Okay, so
plan.
it could just be mere pronouncements.
So this statement, just like I've just said, can be like every other statement. I have proposed from day one that the solution to Bayelsa problem is agriculture. The solution to solve our economic crisis, our unemployment, is agriculture. Not the 6 months agriculture will do. We must introduce new ways of making agriculture more attractive to young people. And everywhere in the world, agriculture is attractive to young people because of the way the government dispenses the agricultural program. And this is why we are saying that until you sit down in a town hall meeting to discuss the various areas, not these government orchestrated meetings where one person go and call supporters and be shouting, yeah. Announce it. Call genuinely Bayelsans to a town hall meeting. We want to discuss agriculture and let people debate on it. You will see the capacity in Bayelsans, both in and outside the states, that you can tap to solve your problem. So I think that the approach the governor has taken, yes, it's a good statement, but there has to be a roadmap that can show that, yes, this governor is serious. And the first thing is that their next allocation be committed to buying equipment. And it won't even bite into the allocation so much.
Since they retreat direct from the...
Yes. The money coming is serious money. To buy one excavator this month, next month buy another one, it's no big deal now. If you spend 60 million, you don't buy better excavator now.
Well, you are on today Park TV broadcast, and we'll be going to the second part shortly. We have been discussing with Engineer Udengs Eradiri, 2-time commissioner in Bayelsa State, and also he was a gubernatorial candidate in 2023 election in Bayelsa. We'll come back and continue the conversation. This is JPAC TV podcast.
You are welcome to JPAC TV. My name is Jacobson Park. JPAC TV will be bringing you in-depth discussion. The conversation will be around politics, sports, lifestyle, business, as well as entertainment. We hope to keep you up to speed with happenings around the country. Not forgetting that you also are part of the conversation, because we have opportunity of also throwing your comments when we bring you the talking points and the highlights of what the conversation is all about. You can also subscribe to us on JPAC TV 10 on YouTube, or follow us on our Facebook page, JPAC TV. It's never a dull moment, because the discussions are always captivating. The discussion will take you to the edge of the cliff, because it's always a no-hold-barred discussion. The main actors will always be with us. The politicians, the businessmen, the entrepreneurs, even the common men. It's all about getting it right and the way forward. The way forward is for you to always join us every Monday by 12 noon, when we bring you those conversations that you always want on JPAC TV. Always join us. You always enjoy being with us on JPAC TV.
You're welcome back to the concluding part of this podcast. We're having quite an interesting conversation with Engineer Udengs Eradiri, who discussed quite a lot from politics to governance, and we're still with him here. Engineer Udengs Eradiri, some time ago, you were reportedly to have said that Governor Eradiri will hand over to an APC incoming government, and there are talks that he may be going to the APC, because most of the governors in Niger Delta Region are coming to the APC. Do you see him joining the APC shortly?
Well,
Did you see it? Did you see the vision or the
no,
power?
it's not about vision. The APC assisted him in his election. It's only proper that when one good turn deserve another. And if the APC that assisted you to win an election release
Against their own candidates?
resources, of course now. Are you not in Bayelsa? You're not aware that the APC federal government mobilized the support against its candidate in Bayelsa to support. I was a candidate in that election. They mobilized structures against me. I wanted their support too, so I moved for it, but I couldn't get it. So I know what happened, and they supported the sitting governor, and it's only proper that one good turn deserves another. So if the leading party had done that, it's expected that in the next election, he will also support. But you see, the dynamics of politics is one where you don't cast on stone the future. So you can see where we are now. From there till today, the dynamics have changed to the point where governors are all running to...
But PDP started to be the job party.
You know, that is a wrong notion that our people had. They had sold that kite, and that kite have not helped us. That's why today we are minority in the majority Niger Delta we are supposed to be. We are now minority politically, which Wike said, and Evans seem almost fell. Anything we want to do now, apart from Wike that have supported a few Ijos in federal government, would show me the Ijo leader now that has the key to open the villa, that can walk into the corridors of power. It is the Senate president who in recent times even supported us to have 3 Ijos in the South Development Commission, 2 from Bayelsa, the one from Delta also from Ijo extraction. So who are we now going to? So sometimes when people make statements, we just, we will die, we will do this. When the chips are down, we start to hide our tail between our legs.
If the governor comes to APC, for example, don't you think that's another block of faction again?
Well, politics is a dynamic situation where things keep evolving. So it's expected that things will change. But at that point, it makes it easier for even the APC in the state. For me, the reason why I support the governor to come to APC is that the last APC meeting, when I saw the people seated on the table of discourse, political equation in Nigeria, were on a table, there was no Ijo, the 4th largest ethnic nationality. And amongst them, the ones we have now, who have the clout to sit on that table, is Senator Dixon, who was a former governor and a senator, and Governor Eradiri, who has been in Senate and also a governor. If these 2 men are in the APC, they will also be in that table to command what gets to the Ijos. So when I saw that clip and did not find any joy in that table, I felt bad to say, is this not what Wike was telling us? He was in the place where our own was not there. None was there. Akpabio is seated there, no Ijo. So if it were to share Nigeria there,
Ijo is left out.
Ijo is left out. Can't you see the state creation they are talking about? The dummy that they have flown is 2 per zone. In the 2 per zone, if it were to be left for the power brokers alone, even that Toribe wouldn't have gotten it. And I know the role that people like Tompolo are playing in that Western Division to put that Toribe as part of it. Since it's coming from the National Assembly, they have very strong presence in the, perhaps one of the strong Ijo voices is coming from that axis in the National Assembly. On this side, nothing. The one that is going is Akwa Ibom that took it. Even that one, there are contentions, because if that flies, it means that the original Akwa Ibom will no longer have oil. The oil that they profess today will be the Obolo Nation oil, which is the Ijo Nation oil. That alone is like they are beginning to see that issue there. So these things...
That's some dynamics.
Now what for you?
Okay. Now, this peradventure, Governor, they decide to go to the APC. And the dynamics now is about assuming the governorship election 2027.
Yeah.
And you are called upon as Engineer Udengs to come and be a running mate. Will you be willing to?
I will consider it. I will look at it, depending on who is going to be the head. If you can't carry one kind of person to come and be the head sir, I should run. I'm not hungry about power. I'm not.
But which capacity would you want to
I'm not.
serve
I'm
Bayelsa?
not desperate. I want to support the Bayelsa political space, and so that me too I will be minister. So that me too I will head an MD
Okay.
or something. I want an executive position where I can perform and show that where they will say carry this thing and drop here. So let me show that this thing truly can be carried and dropped here.
Are you
understand?
bothered about the coalition of the ADC?
So I'll come
Okay,
to that.
let's come to-
So when we talk about the Eradiri coming, it will make things easier for the APC. The reason is this: the APC is now struggling to contest assembly. So when that time comes, we'll share them, old and new. So old APC and PDP that have just come. So Governor, how we go do this thing? You take 3 assembly, we take 4 assembly. You bring deputy, we will bring governor. So there will be no argument.
Okay.
So quietly, the APC can comfortably produce 11 or 12 members of the assembly without any hassles. The other people too can this, because they will obviously.
Now, that is the point now. When you say other people now, if the governor leaves for the APC,
Yes.
does that not make PDP dead in
No, the
states?
PDP will be weakened. Now that's what we are saying. Now the governor will come with PDP.
Okay.
So that's why we say old and new. That's what I'm
Are
saying.
you sure the governor can command a lot of majority of his followers to the APC, or that's where the coalition ADC?
Look, let me tell you, the governor is the one joking. If the governor is serious, governor they move, you know will move. You go royal. It's a simple thing. That's the Nigerian politics now. The governor is moving, you know go move.
Now,
You go royal.
I will see a commissioner in Akwa Ibom that refused to move.
Then you go house. That's simple as that. You go house. Look, if that is just joking with this power, then when you hear some people say they are not going to move, you begin to fear whether you go move or you don't go move. If you want to move and you've made up your mind that look, you are convinced that you want to move, what's keeping you? Why are you delivering? Go and see Silva, sit down with him, you're not discussing with him. Before you know, man talk to man, man understand. People move and let's get away with all this politics of today. We go come, we no go come. And if you want to stand firm. If you have the capacity to stand.
Well, a lot of people the governor has nothing to lose.
The governor can still be where he is and support Asiwaju. There's nothing wrong in that.
Okay.
He can declare support for Asiwaju and remain in his PDP. Let's be battling. But if you want to come, you come. Don't no today. But I say one group of says they're loyal to one that person, so they know come when you be governor. If you know they come, go outside. That's your space. I go feel it. It's as simple as that. No argument. But you see, as the governor,
What benefit is the to Bayelsa as a whole? Beyond the governor.
Look, let me tell you, the issue of the campaign has no value to add to
governance
in Bayelsa. What I am interested in is national face and the capacity to be on the table. SASA Development Commission, we were supposed to get admin, ED admin. Before you knew it, oh no, this person will not do now. They did before they fought and then they changed it. By the time they changed it, the people sat down on that table and like a chess table, they turned what should have been ours that was already in the making to something else because we didn't have leadership. But if we have a governor there, it was no. They was but wait, we go consult the Bayelsa governor, and those kind of benefits will not
elude
us. But whether it will, because you are in the center, it will bring development to Bayelsa. That's a fallacy. There are APC states that nothing is happening. What will guarantee development in your state is capacity of your leader. The leader will sit down and think out of the box. He doesn't need an Abuja. Do we need Abuja to develop? They are giving us money. We have money. We have numbers. What you need to develop in an area? Money, numbers, your brain. So if you know that if I'm producing 100 bags of rice, there are 200 people that will be struggling for that 100 bags. So I will have to start producing more. Those are the things that you should be thinking about. How are we going to, is it Abuja that will tell us how to activate agriculture? I expected that in the statement the governor made to local government chairman, he must have had a back-end meeting. So when he came to that meeting, he would say, well, today we have decided that all local government chairmen must go into agriculture. In this allocation coming, you are going to buy one tractor, two this, two that, because I already know how much is coming. So we are marking this. The out of this we do this. Because the money will not do everything at once. The next one we are going to do this. You read it out. So you already, the roadmap is what you read out. Then the populace will be following that roadmap. But he has made a statement at this time, when it is flood time, 4 months will come by and flood will cover everywhere. Nobody will remember that he should do anything. Because him to know nothing will happen. By the time the December is coming, politics, you don't forget. So you roll out a roadmap and ask somebody to supervise, because a leader gets what he supervises. So Abuja or APC will not come and do that for you. They won't.
Okay.
The only thing that I would say will be of benefit, if even though the Asiwaju government and Eradiri especially, because the chief of staff was in the National Assembly with him, the president's wife was there with him, the vice president was there with him, he enjoys that access. So he doesn't need to convert before benefits come. So if the president is traveling, I expect that sometimes he should be there, because president travel with opposition governors. I saw that the presidency went to Saudi Arabia at the time. We didn't have any of our governors in that trip. But on the side event I watched on CNN, governors were going to discuss agricultural investment with big-time investors
from other countries.
Because they came with the president. The confidence level is high on the part of the other investor. The president went to Korea or one place. I didn't see. And then Niger State governor have brought in that investment into agriculture. You see what I mean? Chinese government.
These are some of the benefits.
So those are benefits
when you rub shoulder with the center.
Rub shoulder with the center. Like I said, he actually didn't even need to endorse it before, because he already has the access. That's why those forces were able to convince the president to support him against their party, because he seemed to be their man. So for me, I don't see why he's delaying. If he wants to move, rest. Don't put one leg here. Tomorrow they say, it means that you are not ready. It means that even if you come to the APC, you will not muster this confidence and courage to be able to manage the conflicts and navigate the interest of people to the point where everybody is satisfied that things are moving. By the time it comes in PDP, there's no crisis. Here, there is crisis. As it comes in, like this, how is he going to manage the crisis? So for me, if you want to come, come. If you don't want to come, stay there, declare your support for the president, and do the needful to be showing up and supporting them. They are PDP. Make good day our APC, so we will know that we are battling. Don't keep all of us in a limbo.
Okay, let's come to the issue of the ADC coalition. Did you see them as serious-minded politicians that really want to rescue the country or want to rescue power?
I'm going to be 50 years next year, and I have seen politics at my own level. I understand to an extent. I don't see anything that coalition will do to a man like Asiwaju. Don't forget, these are the same people that Asiwaju was their leader, to have brought about coalition that unsat Goodluck Jonathan.
Was in 2014.
Yes.
2014.
Asiwaju all of us knew that Asiwaju was the kingpin. Who is the kingpin in this coalition?
Atiku.
Atiku. I don't know how. Atiku that cannot solve party problem. When Asiwaju came, did you see that Asiwaju was one man opposition in the whole of Nigeria? I held it with all the issues, managed all these issues till took over states and eventually became president of the country. The qualities can never be compared. So I believe and know that Asiwaju is not even concerning them. Why? Because he realizes that Nigerian politicians have a price. When the time comes, you will see it play out. It's already playing out. Some of them are beginning to say, no, it must be a certain president. First, you don't scatter the coalition. Because Atiku wants to be president. He doesn't care what anybody says. So That kind of politics that Atiku plays, I, as a young man, have come to see that it's not something that will excite me. I also frown at the fact that all our Niger Delta people who have followed Atiku have suffered grave injury in the process. Alamisi has suffered and died because of his support for Atiku. Ibori went to prison because of his support for Atiku. Okowa is being rubbished today because of his support for Atiku and the debt profile of Delta State because of Atiku's ambition. Sim's problem has his one leg on the support of Atiku. So, I don't know. Our governor too is neither here nor there because they will not deceive and say, you are the oldest governor, so we can make you vice president to Atiku. He too wants to suffer the same fate. So I think that Atiku's romance with Niger Delta people have created too much setback for our people that I am calling on him to drop this ambition so that our people can have peace. Some of all the projects that you are seeing today, the award one kind project, is all to siphon money for election, which is what most of all these politicians do. You come and see bogus projects that are going nowhere, but the undertone, go and check, they have paid monies that ordinarily doesn't make sense with what is on ground, is to pull out money to go and support this Atiku election process that is going to break on their head like a pack of cards. So for me, I'm not worried about coalition. I'm not joining coalition. I'm in the APC and that's where I want to be. For one, make myself work. Make I work.
Whether you go chop.
No, I must chop now. As I did like this, I must chop now. Okay. It's your boy. Go through leadership. My wife like this, I no go chop. Now what for you? No, okay. I go chop now.
The same Fubara, this one wicked debacle that led to the state of emergency. Do you think it's about time the presidency lift this thing?
Well, I think that Sim Fubara and his cohorts are the ones that are deceiving themselves. The PDP governors with Sim went to court. Sim left them and went to Koto to the president. Can't you see what children shouldn't even do is what they are doing? And then, job people, oh, no, job people. Look, are you seeing the kind of politics they are playing? Now you've tied the president's hand by court process.
Okay.
It cannot. So when Senator Dixon was talking about using democracy there, I was wondering why my Oga would to go that route, because he understands this business very well. If himself don't begin go this route, the thing don't make me the fear now, because he knows that if this thing is in court, even if the president wanted to do, he will hide under the court
and wait for the
the
other party withdraw from the court.
I thought that when Sim had gone to Koto, the governors would just go and withdraw their case. So what's wrong with this guy? We are here trying to battle for him. He has already gone to NIDA because he knows what they discussed indoors that none of us were part of. It's another, today we go do like this, tomorrow we go do like this. Today, is it me that will come and help him manage leadership? Wike is who he is by River State resources. As a governor, knowing how to dispense resources. You sit down on top of the money, you want me, dance. We don't get 1 naira to come be the one that will go and fight. Make it just we begin to carry a Savannah flag up and down. For you, we hold resources for politics. Political wars are not on the street, so it is tactics. And that tactics, you must have capacity to dispense resources. The case in court, it is them tying their hands. So the governor, the president can no longer just wake up and lift the suspension because there's an issue on a tier of government, the judiciary, challenging the action of the executive. That matter will be prejudiced if the president steps into it. So when they jump like this, jump like that, some of us, they look there and they wonder, say, is this the kind of politics they are teaching us? And we get common sense. And when I express myself based on my common sense, some people say, I'm no longer a German. Give me some trouble. The time Wike was speaking, did he consult me? Did he consult the job people? The INC and those who manage our Ijaw heritage are misleading the Ijaw nation. And that mislead is what brings some of these embarrassments that eventually make us put our tail in between our legs when they remove the SIM. Where are all the fire and brimstone we were jumping up and down. So for me, I don't. My position on that matter has remained the same. See him go and meet your people. He has gone to meet his people. They have started the process. In any case, they now don't have any choice because they don't fight finish. Outsiders have taken the spoils. The entire 200 and something billion that they were talking about. You just see the budgets and all that.
Yeah.
This is money you would have dispensed for
the people and
the people and then make the things easier. If you had the assembly members fighting you, what is the problem that you could not call and say, okay, give me projects for my place. Go do them. The way they did to bring him. People, they see bad thing, they spot them. Somebody is dispensing incompetence. Instead of us to say, this thing way they do not right. Do like this. They turn out, this is now this in there. Somebody was telling that I hope you have gotten your journals. Did I miss it before? Did I miss it before? I didn't. I remained on the path of truth. And so, for me,
thank you very much.
If it doesn't, they don't go and withdraw that case. Just it will be there. You'll be shocked that it will go beyond 2 years.
Well, thank you so much, Udengs. We appreciate you for joining us in this podcast today. It has been quite interesting, and I don't know any parting shot for Niger Delta youths as they aspire for the greatness of the region, particularly in Bayelsa.
Well, I think that there's a crisis going on. The cult wars in Bayelsa. It's something that I think should by now nip itself in the bud. You see, that's why I keep talking about government every time. I was very close to leadership in this state. When there is a crisis like this, the government quickly swings into action and do the backyard things that bring about peace in the region, in the state. What have they done? Nothing. Because those things cost money. They are not ready to spend money for things that concern the state. That's why this war have lingered. But we have spoken to leaders as well. I spoke to Tompolo and begged him as usual to say, please help us. There's a crisis in Bayelsa. You are controlling a lot of the boys because of this tight pipeline. By the way, that pipeline surveillance security is one area that the government have used to create a lot of jobs that are paying 250, 300 and above to thousands of young people. They don't even count it when they count the statistics of jobs created. And if you do plot a graph on the crime rate, this December was the lowest we have experienced in Niger Delta because of this pipeline that have engaged a lot of boys, good and bad. We know that part of the problem in Bayelsa is because of some governmental office holders who are using their cult affiliation to oppress others that created the crisis going on in the state. But those leaders have been called. People are doing their best. We too, we are talking to the people we know so that we can stop these senseless killings that are going on in the state. I expect that the government to do what is necessary to man talk to man, man understand, to get our state moving beyond this cult insecurity that we have seen. So other than that, I don't usually advise young people on how to do their things because the responsibility is on leaders. It is the body language of leadership that is leading to all this mess going on. All this response from young people, cultism, yahoo, prostitution, they are symptoms of failure of leadership. Therefore, I always advise leaders to do your oath of office, the one where you swear that you will not carry out your responsibility. You must carry out your responsibility without fear or favor. Favor. Leaders do what is right so that the young people can follow your footsteps and be better in society.
Thank you very much. On that note, we want to say thank you to Engineer Udengs Eradiri, two-time commissioner in Bayelsa State, one-time youth leader, and gubernatorial candidate once in Bayelsa State.
No, the best way to put it is former this, former that, very soon something.
Okay. Thank you, John. That's the former commissioner of Youth and Environment in Bayelsa, former IYC president, and former governorship candidate of the
Very
Labour
soon
Party.
something.
And very soon something. Thank you so much for joining us on JPAC TV podcast today. Thank you so much. We'll be back again some other time.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.